Alright, here's my rig. I'm just going to go through it real quick. First of all, it has a bunch of NURBS curves which control it like you would expect it to. Um, but I actually thought it'd be more fun if you didn't have NURBS curves and you actually just use the proxy model. You could do both, but so you can stretch it out. So first of all, I got the basic what you would expect with this. The heel toe, or the reverse foot, I'm sorry. Yeah, does that. You can also do it manually if you wanted, which is cool. All these can be manually done. But the cool thing is too, I mean, I have curls for all of them, but I also have an all curl, so you can curl them all and then select one after and do that kind of a thing. Or actually, you could probably just do this too. That'd probably work. But you could also do it by hand, if you got to get into precision. That way you start globally and work your way into, more specifics, where you actually have contacts and what have you. But the foot, rotates that way like you'd expect. You can move it around. It's kind of cool because it actually is stretchy, and you can actually pull it out to get it like ridiculously, stretched out, and that's always fun. These are all rotatable. It does work for the actual rig. I'm still weighting things, so it's not 100% right now, but you can kind of see how it does follow it. So yeah. Then I have the root control, I guess you would call it, and basically the tail has tail dynamics that you can turn on. So if you play it, yeah, it's got tail dynamics, and that will run. But you can also kind of put in how much you want, so you still have the control that you would like, such as this, and then we can still have some dynamic. It's good for just a little cheap secondary action, I'd say. These are all just FK, what you'd expect. So I have tail dynamics. These ears are also dynamic. They have the same weighing in thing that you can do that if you wanted. So, but obviously these would be kind of annoying to have in the way, so you can actually turn those off if you wanted, and then just see just the dynamic ears, which actually it's not in dynamic mode anymore. But if it was, you could see it. Just those. That's what you wanted. But if you didn't want, if you're gonna do it in FK mode, because sometimes you need to control the ears, you can actually has set driven keys for what you'd expect. But then you can also actually individually move them on top of the set driven keys. So work it globally and then get more specific as you go along. The head moves, stretchy, that whole thing, that whole bag, if you will. Then yeah, did that. Obviously, this whole thing's stretchy. You can do this. I guess this is an FK mode, so let's put this in IK for FK. Yeah, okay. Oh, I must have left some stuff on there. Oops. Let's just go 0. Okay. Oh, you must be pulled out too. Come on. Yeah, I was working on some things with this. Okay. Oops, this one too. Okay. All right. So it's in. I guess we'll start with the shoulder first. You can rotate it, and you can see it rotates, and you'll have the shoulders. They'll actually kind of the scapula will go up, and then if it goes down or it goes across here, it actually creates like a cleavage, if you will. So that's the shoulders. You can also move it this way if that's what you like, because when she gets on all fours, you're going to probably want to do it that way. This one also has that, but that one. This one also has it, but you're not really going to need that. So yeah, it has FK in the way that you would think FK would work. It rotates. Everything rotates in the normal way. But you can also, like rotate it, and then you can actually pull it out and stretch it like you'd want. And then these all are wiggly too. But it also has IK. You can see it. Ooh, nice, right? Goes to that, and then now it's in IK mode. You can stretch that out and move that any way you desire, whatever makes you happy. Um, and then it basically has the basic what you would expect here of set-driven keys. I went a little more specific on each one of these, so like you can do each joint specifically. But you know, so which is good because you can do like a fist and then do like a roll it like a pointer again, or and then maybe individually, so you can kind of keep it, however you want to do it, but uh, just gives you more control and stuff. There's also let's see, W. Okay. There's also jiggles on the stomach, which is kind of cool. So if I do like I go like, oops, hang on a second. S. Let's say I go up a little bit, and then we'll have to pop down real quick, like this. Uh, it will have a little bit of a jiggle. See, which is cool too because you can actually like key this. This is the stomach controller, um, and then you can you know key it out, and then do a little bit of a put this back 0, and then you know watch it fly. It kind of moves like a rubber band almost, so it's kind of cool like that. Um, but yeah, so you do have a stomach controller, and then these are also controllable because you may need to control these depending on what you're doing. I think that's most of what I was doing, so that's my rig. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, that's it. Thanks.